Hello again, welcome to the MasterCAM course. At that lecture, we're gonna talk about how can we create and 3D toolpath actually by using the MasterCAM. So this is actually SolidWorks part, as you can see here, and we open it by using that stuff. Actually, let me show you that. This is the SolidWorks part. Actually, you need to turn to the all files options, and then you just need to select your SolidWorks file, and then you're gonna see that's kind of and the model in MasterCAM. Okay, so that's fine. After that, actually, this is the first step you should take. I just need to turn to the isometric perspective. According to my isometric perspective, actually, we need to turn to right view, and then I just need to hit the transform and rotate options, and then I need to select my solid model and end selection, and then I just need to write my degree to rotate my solid model by using the move options. Okay, and it's done right now. I just need to turn to the right mouse button to hit the clear color button here. After that, we can turn to the top view again. So that's fine. So after that perspective, we need to turn to the wireframe and create bounding box options. And then I need to select my solid model. And this is the shape of rectangular. And then I just need to hit the OK button. After that, I just need to create my line endpoints like this one. And then we can turn to the transform and move to origin, and then I just need to select the midpoint of that line. Okay, so that's created automatically actually. So fun. Okay, that's good. If you would like to delete all the wireframe, you just need to turn to and here. Okay, you can click in options here, and then you can select all this and entities except my solid model, and then hit the delete button. So yeah, that's fine. After that, we can turn to the 2D, and my Z position can be maybe 0. And then while we are working 2D, we can also turn to bounding box options and then select our solid model and hit OK button. And then we're gonna see that's kind of and wireframe. And then we can easily change the color of our line. We just need to use the right mouse button, and then we can easily turn to the green and color for and these entities. Okay. Okay, after that, and let me create my machine. I can turn to the machine type and the mill and default machine. Okay, guys, and that's great. We create, and that's kind of and work here. So okay, let me turn back to machine and the mill default and default setup. Okay, it is created. After that, we can easily create our first toolpath. Our first toolpath, of course, it can be an face toolpath. Okay, this is going to be my chain. Oops, let me cancel my selection, and then we just need to turn to this one is a chain, and hit the OK button. And then I need to turn back to tool options and use the right mouse button to select my tool. My tool can be 20 millimeter, or we can turn to the back options. Maybe we should also use the, and that's kind of tool. It can be 20 millimeter with actually and 2 millimeter radius. Okay, that's kind of stuff. And then we can turn to the here to calculate our feed rate. This is going to be my feed rate, and that's going to be my, and actually cutting speed according to my materials. Of course, I can select this one according to my tool materials and my workpiece materials. We can select our cutting speed. And then I can turn to the linking parameters. It can be absolute and the 5 and the fit plane 3 and 0 to 0. Okay. And then we can turn to the cut parameters. It can be zigzag actually. My stock to leave on the floor can be 0. And then this is going to be my, and the roughing angle. And this also going to be my step over. And then we can also turn to the high speed loops. So that's it. We just need to hit that button to be able to calculate our actually toolpath. So that's fine. So this is the face toolpath actually. When I am turned to parameters, actually we can also make them according to my tool diameter. We can also select the 40% of my tool diameter. It is the and 8 millimeter as a step over. Oops, that's calculated automatically. Okay, that's fine. And after that, we can turn to the right mouse button and contour toolpath. This is actually our and the door position, so that's why I'm starting from here. And then let me turn back to create new tool. Actually, it can be 10 millimeters tool. Okay, that's gonna be my feed rate, and my cutting speed maybe can be 200. And then we can turn to the linking parameters. In the linking parameters, it's an absolute 5, absolute 3, and absolute 0. And then it's a depth. We can also turn to the absolute, and then we can hit the depth button, and then we just need to select this part. And then maybe it can be minus, minus 70 millimeters. We can turn to the cut parameters. This is the compensation type. Toolpath compensation calculated by the computer. And then my tool can be on the left side. My chain also gonna turn to the clockwise side. So that's why we can be on the left side. This is the contour type, can be 2D. And then we can turn to the depth cut options and activate the depth cut, and then it can be actually 5 millimeter. And then we just need to hit that button. Actually, we can also turn to the cut parameters and lead in and lead out parameters. This is the length can be 0. That can be actually, and that's sweep degree. Actually, it can be like this. We can also hit that button to get the exit options is the same as the and the enter options. This is the actually lead in, and this is the lead out parameters. So I just need to make them similar by hitting the that's button. Okay, and then we're gonna see the that's kind of and toolpath here. Maybe we should also change the our and the and lead out and lead in arc radius by changing here. This is also percent of to my tool diameter. It is also calculated according to my tool diameter. of course, we can also hit that button to same as without options. Okay. You can also see here, this is rounding options. Of course, we're gonna get sharp and the workpiece. That's all about and the toolpath. If you don't wanna see that's kind of and the roll cutter options, you can say that none. Yeah, actually, we don't want to see that's kind of toolpath actually, because when we see that's kind of toolpath, it means that actually, what's wrong? Actually, that must be actually, and if I am clicking to none, actually, we must see actually sharp corner toolpath. Anyway, you can organize that stuff here, but that's okay for us because we would like to see actually and not sharp toolpath. So this is quite important. So that's why we are creating that kind of toolpath here. Okay. And after that, maybe we should also create our drilling process. Actually, to be able to create our drilling process, we can turn to the wireframe and curve on the edge options, and then I can create some curve here, 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 and here. Because of the 2D and Z position 0, that edge is projected automatically, actually. So we can turn to the right mouse button, Mill Toolpath, and drilling process. And then we can start from here, maybe this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then we can select our tool. This is the create new tool options. Actually, we can select the center drilling process. Okay, this is my feed rate and this is my spindle speed. And then we can turn to retract position as a 5 and the top of the stock 3. And then we can hit that. This is the -4. And then we're gonna see that's kind of drilling process, as you can see here. Okay. Of course, it's also possible to create that operation and handling the that's pocketing approach. Maybe it's also possible to create that kind of and approach, but you can also create a drilling process and before your roughing or pocketing process. Okay. Anyway, let's create another drilling process. Actually, we can copy that toolpath and paste it here. And then we just need to turn back to here and change our drilling process. Of course, before that, we can turn to the home position and analyze our diameter. So this is my diameter. So we can use the 20 millimeter and drilling process. I can turn here to create new tool for my operation. Okay, and next button. It can be 20 millimeter. Actually, we can also turn to here to select the different actually different tool here maybe. Let me check all that stuff here. Yeah, we can turn to here. Actually, that's not important, but I'm gonna hit here. This is the 20 millimeter. Let me check this one actually. Yeah, that one is better actually. Okay, with the next button. It can be 20 millimeter diameter. Okay, and then hit the OK button. After that, let me write my feed rate. My feed rate can be like this, and my cutting speed can be like this. So that's going to be my cutting speed actually. And then let me turn back to the linking parameters, and then we just need to select this part. So for example, I can write here minus 77. And then we can turn to the cut parameters. Maybe it can be actually pack drilling. Okay, we can and use the pack distance as a 20 millimeters, and then we're gonna get that kind of toolpath here. Of course, as a final position, maybe we can create some pocket operation, and after that we can turn to here to handle actually finishing process for this area. Okay,